What's going on, everyone? This is Anthony Alvarado, president and co-founder of Rise Together.
Hey everyone, this is Nadine Miskovich here, program manager of Rise Together.
Now, all of you may have been able to read the Forbes article that we've recently been featured in, which is a dream come true in itself.
Yes, it surely was. But if you did not get an opportunity to see it, for us here at Rise Together, we started our mission with one goal, and that was to help save lives. And since September of 2013, we have surely been able to do that. We've been able to travel across Wisconsin and across the Midwest region and have been able to educate, engage, and empower youth. And we've been able to educate over 130,000 young people. And with that, we've been able to partner with over 150 different schools in Wisconsin alone. We've been able to travel to 53 different counties and work with communities all across the state.
Not only that, we've been able to do some research with the students as well. We were able to survey over 7,000 students, and we were able to find key findings around teen substance use and really understand what our teens need today. In fact, that's part of the reason why we deliver 6 direct service programs, anywhere from a student seminar to a student workshop to a parent public panel or even messaging trainings. What we do through the school speaking program is we really start a conversation around addiction and mental health, where we literally are encouraging students to stand up and speak out and talk about the issues that they care about. We're able to encourage them to do that, and that actually helps us to break the silence around things like bullying, suicide, self-harm, drugs, and alcohol. With the school speaking program, we've been quite successful with it. A lot of the work that we talked about just previously is with that seminar series. What we have seen is that it's one of the most interactive presentations and one of the most successful seminars in the country. We have some of the best speakers in the nation on our team working with those students. So whether it's us or it's our other co-founder, Douglas Darby, or even other professionals that we get a chance to work with, or even some of the students that get a chance to join us on stage, we see participation from all parts of the community, including the teachers. But we didn't want to just stop there. While the school speaking seminar helps students to speak out and share their story and ask for help for the very first time, we know that it's saving lives. But we also believe in prevention. It also starts at home. So we have a parent public panel called It Starts at Home, where we educate parents on the dangers of drugs and alcohol. We also have a messaging training. We really saw students saying, how can I share my story? What can I do to make a difference? So we have a messaging training that's tailored around teaching them exactly to do that. And Nadine, I don't know if you want to talk about the youth justice system and some of the work that we did, but we had students sharing their story after our training and what impact happened.
Yeah, so one of the greatest things that we've learned is that giving youth a voice matters. And so we've been able to work with youth, like we said, all across the state, but specifically more with the youth justice system and sharing our stories and teaching students how to share theirs and really get them actively engaged to talk around tough subjects. They've been able to take that information and share it at conferences or even with other individuals that are in the youth justice system that can really start making some changes around what youth are facing today.
Which is absolutely phenomenal work by young people. By empowering them, we can see them making a difference on a localized level. So whether that's in their hallways, in a student group of their own, maybe a leadership group that they're part of in their community, or even in their church, we see these students speaking around on really tough subjects, again, eliminating that stigma, but also influencing local policymakers. We know that the public education system only can do so much when it comes to these topics. And a lot of times they don't have the bandwidth to really address mental health and addiction in schools. So when you have students speaking out and sharing their experience on that localized level, they can get some serious work done. So not only are their stories making a difference to policymakers, so is the data that we talked about. So we're collecting data through all these different programs. And one of the things that I'm excited about too is that we get a chance to do employee engagement. So really trying to meet parents where they're at. One of the reasons we started to do this program is because a lot of times parent public panels don't leave too much space or time or availability for parents to attend those seminars. So we started to go to workplaces. And I really think it empowers parents as a whole and really brings in that family component.
Yeah, absolutely. And it really talking about these type of subjects, it takes the community. We can get in front of students, we can get in front of parents, but we especially need to get in front of employees who are parents, because it does take a community to make a difference.
So what we've been able to do is, as we said, we have those 6 direct service programs, which we'd be able to work with public schools, typically middle school and high school students, sometimes college age students. We work with communities all across the Midwest region and beyond. We get to share our data and research with professionals all across the field, all around the nation. In fact, we've been to 7 different states in the last 2 months, our team has, including Washington, D.C., Atlanta, and several other site locations around the country. And it's been an honor to be able to share that information with individuals. And I think it truly is making a difference, taking a creative and innovative approach to prevention and really meeting students where they're at and delivering information that they're looking for. And the reason I say that is because students has literally asked a couple different things of us. One, how can I share my story? How can I get involved? But also, they give us insight on what may help their community. They are looking for more educational research, more educational resources based off the research that we've been able to do. So what we're doing moving into 2018 is we're actually going to be developing our online educational series and programs. This way we can encourage students to take part in our student leadership opportunities. And I know Nadine is actually the program director for that, and she's so excited about these programs.
Yes, absolutely. So even going back, so this last year we did start, we partnered actually with an organization called Crave 21. So like Anthony was saying, when kids are asking to get more involved or actually really take action right in their own school, this 21-day program has been able to give them that opportunity. And what it is it's after our presentation or after we leave school or community, we're able to offer this 21-day program where they can get more engaged, get more education, learn more about cravings and what are cravings, or why do we crave certain things in our life, and why does our brain work the way that it does. And after doing this program over the past year, we've really learned and understood that kids that want to learn even more, and they want to continue to get more involved and more engaged. And so this next year, we're really moving into, like Anthony said, building more educational programs where we can talk about subjects like anxiety or depression, or maybe it's really getting a little bit more into self-harm or suicidal tendencies. Because a lot of the time, people don't want to talk about these subjects, and that's what we've seen. And unfortunately, because communities do not have the resources or the bandwidth to have this type of education around, we are building these programs so kids can continue to get more engaged, and we're going to be building ambassadors all across the nation. We said in the last few years we've been able to educate over 130,000 people. Well, we want to do that on a yearly basis.
On a yearly basis. And I think one of the things that's going to be exciting is we move into a membership organization, we're going to have volunteers being able to take on not only our educational online series to help tackle some of those difficult subjects like anxiety and depression, or maybe even talking about some things around self-care and discovering meaning and purpose, which is going to be exciting for anybody, not just young people, but even adults, maybe even yourself. These things are going to be resources where people can, increase some maybe healthy habits in their life that can really benefit not only their relationships at home, at school, but also within the workplace. Outside of that, we really see Rise Together moving into not only developing the online learning series, but also the student-led groups that Nadine was mentioning, and then also moving into more of a train the trainers program where we can take the current direct service programs that we talked about and we can train people how to do what we do. So now we have student leaders, college or collegiate advocates, or even young adults taking on these training programs online, and through those courses they can get the information that they need, toolkits and guides to deliver that right in their local community. So maybe you'll have a training seminar going on in Ohio, or maybe Washington, or maybe California, or really anywhere around the country by other passionate individuals that really care about not just our cause, but to care about something that they're deeply, ignited by.
Yeah,
right?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So with that, we just wanted to share a little bit of this information with you. I know it's a short video. We're hoping to get the chance to meet you soon. Again, my name is Anthony Alvarado. You can find us at weallrisetogether.org.
Thank you so much, everyone.